Huh? No. Okay, so let me update you on a couple things. Had some freshman injuries over the weekend. LaTroy Lewis had a non-contact ACL, so he's out this season. George Bullock had a collision in practice and broke his leg, which is unfortunate. So, again, we're kind of depleted on our freshmen. I was counting. We have one, LaTroy, George, Pig, Kroon, Kenny Bynum, Justin Meredith, you know, all out. And, of course, Downs and Christian Harris, second-year guys. So it's really hurting us on depth, but hopefully, you know, our upperclassmen are staying pretty healthy. We hired Antone Davis today to coordinate our Vol for Life program, and you know, have gotten to know Antone, just an impressive person. Obviously, a great player at Tennessee, had a long NFL career, and really turned what could have been a real negative situation in his life to a positive. And was able to be an ambassador for Tennessee for a while. So he's excited, and hopefully he's going to have a real positive effect on a lot of the guys on our team, and I think he will. So that's where we are, and you know, we just finished 2 tough practices to get them back into it, and we'll try to polish it up these next couple of days before we head down to Atlanta.
Coach, on Antone, you interviewed several people with you guys. You want to start?
No, I'm not going to go into the process, but just he fit all the criteria we were looking for, and in addition was really enthusiastic about the opportunity. So I think he's going to, you know, we're trying to get that program to grow it, not just to positively influence the guys on our team, but also better connect our lettermen, which I'm hoping he'll do that too. Yeah.
Was that your idea, his idea?
Well, it was our idea. You know, like I said, Pig and Kroon have been out, and so we all of a sudden got thin at wide out. So he has a lot of, that's what he was. And he wasn't in our 2 deep at corner, so he got a chance to play for us.
He's turning to Russ the last 2 days.
No, he's done good. He's really excited, I think.
With LaTroy and the 2 deep, I guess, strong linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
Does that hurt you guys there, and who's going to fill in?
Yeah, anytime you lose a player, it hurts. There's no, but probably Willie Bohannon. You know, he's got an ability to play Jack and Sam, and then Jordan Williams is a Jack, so that'd be kind of the next step. And of course, you got Crump.
Looking at him on film, what is it, other than numbers, speak for themselves? What is it such an approach?
Long, athletic, instinctive, with a playmaking attitude. You know, he's as good as there is out there at corner. And, you know, guys, it starts with height, weight, speed, and position skills, which he obviously has, but there's also a intangible, dynamic, playmaking attitude that usually the great ones in the back end have, and he's got it.
The thing the other day, you some rough stuff. And how does he look now versus maybe when he started out so well last year?
He looks good, but you know, he hadn't been out there in a game, and it's just been a long time, so it's going to tax him a little bit. And you know, I mean, we have no experience really at wideout. I mean, we're going into this game with it. We like the players we have, but we have no experience. I don't think it's extra pressure. I mean, we were going to throw it whether we have experience or not. So we like our guys, so it's not going to change our plan. So I wouldn't say that.
There, in regards to Vincent now, is there something to be said for kind of seeing the ball from the other side for him?
I think you'll have to ask him that, but I think what it helped him as a special teams player. You know, so you're over there hitting and tackling and doing all that stuff, playing a little more physical. So it helps him from that standpoint. It probably helps him understand coverage a little bit better as a wideout.
You mentioned the lack of experience you see where there were reports out that they were here now.
Yeah, he's not a part of our team, as expected.
Did he let you know he's going to
He's not a part of our team, as expected.
And will be part of it.
That's correct.
Derek, you mentioned you say secondary, their offense, they have really experienced offensive line, senior quarterback. What about their offense?
Well, experienced offensive line, extremely productive, tall, accurate quarterback. You know, when you throw for 3,000 yards and complete 63%, it's pretty good. And then they got some special skill guys, the receiver and the runner, who can really hurt you. And I'm sure they feel very confident going into this game, and they should. They got all their guys back, up front. They got the quarterback back, and they got some weapons on the perimeter.
What are your expectations for Cordell Patterson going into his first game, and where is he anticipated?
You know, I don't put the expectations on all these guys like you guys do. So we're just going to watch and see how he handles it. And if he handles it great, we'll let him roll. If he doesn't handle it very well, we'll put another guy in. You know, and so I've been in it enough to where the minute you start expecting something that you've never seen, you're just setting yourself up for disappointment.
With that said, with his performance to this point in camp, obviously he came in and he's running with the ones already, and playing a good bit before they reviewed the left. So where's your comfort level with him in terms of knowing the offense?
Yeah, I mean, if we didn't have that comfort level, we wouldn't have him as a one. You know, I wouldn't. We didn't put him as a one because he was a high-profile recruit. We put him as a one because he earned it. But now he's got to go perform, and he knows that. And, you know, we'll see how much the newness in the environment, and it's SEC and it's ACC and it's big game and TV, you know, all that stuff, how it changes. And it's going to take, I mean, nobody just goes in and in the first game they got it. So there's going to be an element of patience we're going to have to exercise.
Is there any sort of indecision right now at that punter position, or do you know who you're going to go with Friday?
It's Dar or Pilardi. Yeah. No, we know what we're doing, so we can use them both, and we probably will.
Is that all situational?
Yeah, fourth down situations, Dar or Pilardi.
Not a lot of quick kicks.
Huh?
Not a lot of quick kicks.
Right.
So Zach Rogers, I think he can play all three. How valuable is that?
Very valuable. Senior, you know, he's one of the, I guess I say we have no experience, he does. And he's got to be able to fill in the blanks. And you got to have guys like that. So, you know, our hope is nobody's out there rat trapping on game one. I mean, that's what you always worry about. They go out there and, you know, already put the big rat trap picture on the PowerPoint.
So when y'all were recruiting for us, and I've been trying to wait since you got here, what did y'all tell him when y'all were recruiting about your expectations? What do you think you need to do in terms of being able to compete?
Well, everything we tell every player. I mean, we're signing them because we expect them, we think they can come in and contribute, but they got to come in and prove it every day and, you know, establish a little expectation of how we work and how we compete and how we play. And if he meets those expectations, he'll be right where he is.
How essential is it to have that kind of big guy in the middle that runs stuff?
Yeah,
How critical?
it's really essential, you know, when you're running the 3-4 and they're trying to hammer the ball.
How's he done as far as from where he got here to now maximizing his journey?
I think he has shown improvement every day, and I mean that. That's not just coach speak. He really has. And every day, you know, we say, you got to do better at this, you got to do better at that, and he's conscientious. He works at it, and he shows, I'm trying. And, you know, he's got a great attitude and demeanor, really a humble guy. So I think if he just continues this pace, he's going to be a good, solid player for us.
We're kind of doing a walkthrough in the Georgia game, or are you going to do them all?
Yeah, they won't let us.
With Mullick out of the equation, I guess, for a while.
Brodus.
I know
Which
he was there in camp, so I mean, where
right.
do you think he is
And
now?
Brodus wasn't in camp, not because we didn't believe in him, and I told him that. We wanted to see where George was, but Brodus has come back, and I don't have any qualms about putting him in the game. I really don't. I mean,
So that means, I guess, he took care of himself during that time
yeah,
away from camp.
and I told him to. You know, I told him, look, man, it doesn't mean you're not R2, but we only got so many roster spots in the 105. First day of class, you know, everybody else can come back. And so I said, for the first couple of weeks, we want to look at George, see what he is.
Derek, you talked about Emerson. You kind of expect him to just stay on Hunter, then move him around, and stay on one side.
Well, he's been playing to the field, but I'm sure they'll adjust their game plan accordingly. But he's not the only guy back there, so I'm sure they're not fearing any of our guys. I mean, those two safeties they got, a lot of experience, a lot of production. So I don't expect them to change what they do because of us.
First week with the new kickoff rule, what's your opinion on it?
We just adjust to the rule and go coach them up, you know. So I'm not on the rules committee, and I'm not a doctor, so it's hard for me to really give an opinion on whether it's good or bad for the game.
You feel better about Brothers in that area too? I know it looked like he was kicking better.
I think he's kicking really well, and when I say I don't have a problem putting him in a game, I mean it. I really do. You know, it's not the fraternity guy on the couch anymore. I mean, he's a bona fide kicker. Okay, appreciate it, guys.
Is there a wrap?